Hi there, this is Matt at State of Flux here with a review for Sinners. This is a really good movie from Ryan Coogler, who seems to only know how to knock them out of the park. The vampire mythos is kind of turned on its head in a unique way while also being probably the best visual representation of a vampire we've seen certainly this decade, if not in quite some time. The film is being compared to From Dusk Till Dawn, and looking at the framework of the film, I kind of see it. Both movies are about two criminals that you follow for over an hour before the scary, spooky, noochie stuff comes into play at a nightclub bar-like setting. However, that's kind of where the comparisons end. From Dusk Till Dawn is a film that is essentially just a crime movie by way of Quentin Tarantino until it becomes a grindhouse actioner by way of Robert Rodriguez. It's style as substance. This film is substance with style. There are many layers and complexities to the themes and narrative at play that you just don't get with From Dusk Till Dawn. Both, I think, are equally good movies, yet this one has its own style, its own flavor, its own tempo. And it also, it has a rawness to it. There's not a sense of fun like you get from Dusk Till Dawn. It's not a fun movie to watch. It's a grim, dark movie with lots of things to say. It feels much more akin to Near Dark if you saw that movie from, I believe it was Kathryn Bigelow back in 1987 or so. But I digress. This film is insanely good, with some incredible performances across the board, but Michael B. Jordan in a dual role is incredible. The theme of duality is kind of brought about throughout the film in different representations. The duality of sin, how church can be both a salvation or damnation depending on how you look at it, and based on the actions that you sow and the consequences of them. The theme of choice, I guess, comes into play, or consequence comes into play throughout the film. It is incredible. However, it has so much kind of going on that I felt like I really need to watch it 2 more times at least to fully grasp and understand it. A lot of people are making that From Dusk Till Dawn comparison. Well, I see it to some extent. I think a far better comparison would be to the film Us. Jordan Peele's Us had so many things it was trying to say and didn't distill it down into any one single framework like he did with Get Out. It had multiple different nuances lingering throughout, and this film feels similar to that. So the mileage you get out of this film will be similar to that you got out of Us. Both films aren't necessarily scary, yet they have this strong thriller drive that pulls the tension strings and plucks them as hard and often as they can in that final act. It takes a long time to get there, but that's a good thing. You are spending time getting to know and learn these characters and starting to understand why the vampirism takes its form in the final act. The villain of this film is fantastic, and the comparisons between how the Irish of the 1930s America were treated in a similar way to the African experience is another piece of that duality that is thrown about in this film for examination. Needless to say, I really like this movie. It's one of my favorites of 2025 so far, and I hope that it is remembered at year's end for both its screenplay, but particularly for the strong performances from Michael B. Jordan, Hailee Steinfeld, but most importantly, the cinematography. This is the best looking movie I have seen this year, without question, and is quite a bit better looking than most movies I saw last year, so I hope this one gets a nomination. Comes out relatively early in the year, so it's a little spotty if it'll make its way all the way through, but we shall see. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought of the film in the comment area down below. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Peace.